This is Kevin Snyder of Snyder Law. I'm an estate planning and elder law planning attorney here in Irvine. And what do you know? Yesterday was the first day of fall or autumn. Which do you say, fall or autumn? Whichever you say, yesterday was the turning point on a new season that we have. And in a new season is always a great time to kind of take a step back and look at things. So we've compiled your fall legal affairs checklist. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But if you have questions about it as we go through, please just put them in the Facebook feed here, and I'll be happy to address them. Or you can contact me offline. You can go to AskSnyderLaw.com, schedule a time to chat with me, and happy to answer your questions. That's AskSnyderLaw.com. So back to our legal affairs checklist. There are five things on our legal affairs checklist. The first is, when was your power of attorney last updated? Does your will still match your wishes? If you have a business, is your business paperwork in order? Have you talked to your tax advisor recently? And have you met with the rest of your professional team before the end of the year? These are five things that we want to cover today, and that's on your checklist. So first, with the power of attorney, the importance here is just making sure that it's set up right. Number one, do you know where it is? The people that are named in it, do they have access to it? And do they know where to get it in case of an emergency that they need to use it? Also, when was it last created? Does it have all the right terminology in it legally that it needs to? And when was it last signed? We've been seeing a lot recently in the number of years that financial institutions and banks have been rejecting power of attorneys because they're too stale. They're old. They were signed a long time ago, and they're worried that they're not the most recent versions, so they're rejecting them for staleness. So just on the issue of when your power of attorney was last signed, you might want to take a look at that. Second, on the checklist, is your estate plan up to date with what your wishes are? A lot of people engage in estate planning as a static affair, meaning that they've done it once and they put it away, put it on a shelf, it's collecting dust, and in hopes that it's going to protect them and their family when they want it to. However, life changes in the meantime, and those estate plans that were put together years ago no longer meet the needs that are currently there, because your estate plan is a living, breathing thing, and it should change and respond to the updates in your life, whether they're your own life circumstances, the life circumstances of your decision makers, your beneficiaries, of your assets change over time, and of course, the law changes over time. We have been working more and more over the years with families and individuals that have old, outdated A/B trusts that are set up, and it's a great opportunity to look at the structure of your trust to see if it's still meeting your needs. How's it going to work? So take that estate plan off the shelf, dust it off, have a look. Talk to your estate planning attorney about the plan. Go have a review. If you don't have an estate planning attorney, then we're happy to engage with you with that kind of a conversation and do a review and just see, hey, is this still set up the way that I need? Third thing, if you have a business, all your business paperwork, is it in order? This is really important because there's a lot of different requirements every year of businesses in California, and making sure that you have paperwork filed, statements of information, for example. Do you know where that paperwork is that established your business? Where is it being kept, stored? Is it easily accessible? Who else knows about it besides you in the event that something happens to you? Also, governing your business, making sure that you're compliant with all the rules of your business and your industry. Also, are you running your business like a business, or is it just kind of a de facto shell of yourself? This is important when we're using businesses to protect from creditors. We want to make sure that we're operating a business like a business. Does the business engage in contracts? Are there separate bank accounts? How is the accounting done? Things such as that. Are things being operated like a business? Have you met with your tax advisor recently? This is really important, especially in light of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act from late 2017. We're still seeing the ripple effects of that moving forward because the IRS has issued regulations continuing on from that, even as late as last year, and those have impacts on your 2019 tax year that you'll be filing for next year. So what can you be doing in preparation of that in order to best situate yourself from a tax perspective? Have a conversation with your CPA and accountant or other tax advisor about that now, so in case you need to make some moves before the end of the year, you can do that and you have time to do that without a rush, and it actually can get done. On In addition to that, there are some things for business owners when it comes to the qualified business income deduction, QBI, that is a result of the new tax law that you might want to take advantage of. So people that have S corporations set up or have been thinking about setting up S corporations might be able to take advantage of this depending on your industry, depending on the income that you're reporting. Talk to your CPA accountant or tax advisor about the QBI deduction. It could save you up to 20% off your profits, the taxable profits for the business. Lastly, and kind of in the same vein, what other advisors should you be talking to, and have you had those conversations yet? Your financial advisor, your insurance agent. These are all types of advisors that you can be engaging with now as we close out the third quarter before we go into the final stages of the year. Because if there are things that you can be doing from a financial planning standpoint or an insurance planning standpoint, you're going to want to do that. And you're going to want to have time to get those projects done before the end of the year. And so you can talk to your financial advisor, are there any strategies that are coupled with maybe my tax advisor strategy that I can take advantage of this year, and certainly on the insurance side. Also, other professional advisors that you might not normally or traditionally consider a part of your team, you should be talking to as well. For example, if you are approaching the age of 65 or you're 65, it would be a great time to talk to a Medicare specialist. Why? Because it's open enrollment in just about a week or so, and it gives you an opportunity to adjust your supplement plan to cover the Medigap for your Medicare. So are you on the right plan? Is it covering you well enough? Are you paying more out of pocket than you should be for the care that you need Medicare to cover? There's so many plans that are out there. It's very confusing, and there are a number of really qualified individuals, Medicare specialists, that can give you an audit of your situation to put you in the right plan. Those are just examples of other types of advisors. And lastly, with the changing interest rates, always looking at the equity in your home and how can you leverage your home and your real estate better than you currently are. That could be a financial tool for you. So talking with a mortgage lender now might be a great idea to kind of map out that plan, maybe not for this year or moving into next year, how you can leverage the equity in your home more to your advantage. So these are all thoughts that on our mind as far as our fall legal checklist that we have and that we talk to clients about. I want to share that with you. If any of this resonates with you and you want to have some more conversation, again, please reach out to us. You can put your comments in the feed here, reach out to us offline. You can schedule a time to talk to me at AskSnyderLaw.com, and happy to have that conversation. Or you want an introduction to one of the professionals in our network that we talked about. If you have a gap in yours and you want an introduction, please reach out. Happy to do that. Whether you're a client or not, we have a good group of professional advisors in our network that have been vetted over the last number of years, and we know, like, and trust them, and we're happy to refer them. So there you go, your fall legal checklist. Be certain to get on it. Fall will be winter soon. Before you know it, time moves so quickly, and I hope that this has provided value for you. If there's anything else that you want to know about, learn about, talk about, let me know, and I'm happy to get on one of these videos and do that for you. All right, my name is Kevin Snyder. I'm an estate planning and elder law planning attorney at Snyder Law here in Irvine, California, and happy to be of service. Have an amazing week, everyone. Take care.